Here's how you are going to get your very first client for your social media marketing agency in 30 days. I'm going to walk you through and show you step by step exactly what to do to make sure that you can get your first client in 30 days. So let's get into the video. What's going on, boys? We have a special video here. I'm being kind of like a guru in this one and just going over how to get your first client in 30 days. That's a very common title in this space, but to be honest, I got a lot of DMs and a lot of questions regarding how to get my first client and stuff like that. So I figured, okay, might as well be the typical guru and make a video on it. So I'm going to actually show you exactly what it is that you should be doing to increase your odds of getting your first client in 30 days. I don't really like saying the whole 30-day thing because I don't want to make this seem like this is some crazy get-rich-quick scheme. It took me like 3.5 months to get my first client, so I'm just gonna show you guys exactly how you can fast track that process. 3.5 months is pretty crazy knowing what I know now. I was just using YouTube University, didn't take a course, didn't have a mentor, so I was kind of trying to figure everything out myself. But if you're watching this video, this is basically like a free little course on what not to do and what to do to increase your chances of getting your very first client in 30 days. So very, very simple. For one, this business model is very, very simple. The online marketing, social media marketing agency is very simple. How do you make money? By closing a client. How do you close a client? By getting in a meeting with them. How do you get meetings? By doing outreach. It's very simple. Get meetings, do outreach, close clients, get them in a meeting. That's how it works. So I'm going to be going over a couple different steps that you can follow of what you should be doing in the very, very early stages of running your agency, or if you're starting your agency, to fast track getting your first client. So step one is picking a niche. You cannot be a generalist agency. It's not possible. You can't even be in 2 niches, 3 niches. I even used to do in the mortgage and real estate, and they complement each other. They're basically the exact same. And that is still even too much because you need to specialize. You need to have everything dialed in for a specific niche. Maybe later on down the road, if you have multiple different departments and you can have people that specialize in a certain niche, sure, you can worry about that later. But for now, just specialize in a certain niche, develop everything revolving around that niche. That's what you need to do. So in today's video specifically, I'm going to be talking about the real estate niche and showing you guys the exact scripts, or just saying the exact script that you can use to potentially land as many meetings as you possibly can. So choose whatever niche you want. I'm in the real estate niche. Whatever it is, you have to select a certain niche. And to be honest, if I was starting over, what I would do is I would just pick some random niche that just makes absolutely no sense, that you've never heard about, like pest control, laptop keyboard fixing, I don't know, something absolutely crazy that just no one's heard about, because it's probably very, very unsaturated, and I bet you none of these individuals are just going to be running a Facebook ad, and if you were to do it with some sort of good offer, I'm sure it would just explode. So go in some crazy niche or work with some crazy business that no one's ever heard about, because you don't need to worry about there not being enough businesses. You can work throughout the entire world. So when you're picking a niche, don't be like, oh, I wonder if there's enough people I can reach out to. You can work throughout the entire world, so don't worry about any of that. So the second step is quickly coming up with an offer and figuring out what your pitch is going to be to these people. So in the very beginning, you have no overhead. You have nothing to lose. Have the craziest offer possible. Say I'll, guarantee a return on investment. I'll fund you whatever it is that you paid us if I don't make you money. Whatever that looks like, be cheap, have a crazy offer, and run with that. Whether that's working for free for the first 60 days, and then if it works, we sign up for this deal. Make the offer as crazy as you possibly can, because like I said, you have no overhead. You're just trying to get some case studies. You're trying to get a referral. So that's what it's all about. So figure out what your offer is going to be specifically for you in your niche. Now, once you have this offer, do outreach. You don't need to build a website. You don't need to develop all of your social media accounts. You don't need to do anything else besides reaching out to as many business owners, businesses, whatever niche you're in, as you possibly can. What's always worked for me is quantity over quality. You can't beat just a numbers game. So do outreach across all platforms. Depending on the niche that you're in, real estate, you can do outreach across all platforms. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, cold email, cold call. Absolutely do it all. In the early stages, when I first started my social media marketing agency about 3 years ago, roughly, the first 3.5 months up until the point when I got my first client, I was working part-time at a grocery store, and I was doing outreach literally 8 hours a day. If I ran out of Instagram DMs to send, because you can only send like 15 an hour, I was doing cold calling for like 2 hours. Then I was sending out emails, and I was sending out Facebook messages, and I was doing LinkedIn messages. And I was booking a good amount of meetings, because you're not going to do that much outreach and not book meetings. If you do that for a month and you're only booking a certain amount of meetings, well, just look at your script, look at your response rate, look at your offer, and kind of tweak things here and there. But overall, you can't beat doing that much outreach. So you have nothing else to do. You have no client accounts to manage. You have no clients to manage in general. You don't have to be posting content. You literally have nothing else to do but to do as much outreach as you can and try and book as many meetings as you possibly can. So do outreach. Now, the third step is developing your pitch deck and what it is that you're actually going to be going over in this meeting to try and close this individual. So in your pitch deck, what you should be doing at the very start is building rapport, asking them questions, learning a little bit more about them, how to solve their problem. Then I usually jump into, okay, you don't have any clients right now. So what I did in the very beginning was I would prep before the call and I would customize and build the actual ads for them. Right now, I just show client examples. I show past ads we've already ran. But what I did in the beginning is, since I don't have any of that, I'm trying to position myself and just show them value right off the bat. So I develop the advertisements and say, this is what I will do for you. This is what it would look like. And then I show them, that stuff. So if you don't have any case studies and whatnot, you're trying to direct their train of thought or just take their mind off of that and show them what exactly it is that you're going to do for them. And that was kind of my version of the case study. Like, this is what I'm going to do for you. You've already developed it for them with their logo and stuff like that. So I show them what I'm going to do. Then I jump right into providing value and solving their problems. So what are you going to be doing for them? What are the services you're going to be offering? Don't offer 100 different services. Don't offer, multiple Facebook and Instagram, Google, ISAs, all this stuff. Have exactly what it is that you want to do, whether that's CRM development, nurturing, bringing in these leads, whatever that looks like. Go through the entire process of how you're going to do all this, providing that value, and just have one package and one offer. That's it. It's going to make it a lot more simple for you in the very beginning when taking these calls, because you're going to be very nervous. So it's much, much easier to just have one thing that you're going to go over every single time. And then eventually later on down the road, you can start adding to this. You can have, 3 different packages, 2 different packages, whatever that looks like. Eventually you can do that. So in the very beginning, make the meeting as easy as you possibly can. Have a slideshow built out so you can present and show visuals. So build rapport, then jump into a case study results, which will be developing these ads specifically for that individual and showing them what it is that you're going to do for them. And then jump into providing value, going through how you're going to do this, how you're going to solve their problem, and then jump into your offer, your package, which will just be one thing, not 3 different packages. So that is how you will fast track getting your first client in 30 days. This is just like a fast track. In the very beginning, when I was doing is I was a generalist agency. I was doing outreach in every single niche possible, which you need a different offer for every niche. So for one, that was very difficult. Then I was taking meetings in different niches every single day. I'd have one meeting with like a dentist, the next meeting with like a realtor, then with like a friggin' plumbing company. So how was I ever, I wasn't even going in with a pitch deck. I was just kind of talking to them and like showing them what I could potentially do, which was different for every niche. So it was literally super dumb. You'll see, I just posted a video recently on reacting to my very first ever posted sales call. It's absolutely terrible. The case study is, if you want to watch that video, go check it out. It's absolutely terrible. It'll give you, I don't know, you'll learn from it. Potentially don't do anything that I did in that video. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming back to watch another video. If you're a returning subscriber, you're the best. If you're new, click that subscribe button, comment down below something you'd like to learn about or like me to talk about, and I'll go over it. That's what this entire channel is about. So yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.